So one of the biggest common denominators with successful people is having a good daily routine. Now, chances are if you don't have a good daily routine, you're not taking full advantage of most of the hours of your day doing something productive or something that contributes towards your goals, then chances are you're not going to be successful in achieving those goals. So in this video, I'm going to go walk you guys through my new 2022 daily routine, take you through some of the things that I do throughout the day to achieve my goals and move closer towards success, and maybe you guys can implement some of the things that I do in my routine and implement them into yours. So welcome back to another video, guys. I'm Brendon, and take it from me, somebody who in 2021 and years before had one of the worst daily schedules there is. I used to wake up really late, barely ate throughout the day, didn't do anything that contributed to my goals and to the things that I wanted to accomplish throughout the day, and just overall had a pretty unproductive day. I still was able to, get my things done in school, get through school, but mostly outside of school and my ambitions, I wasn't able to contribute anything towards them because I didn't have a good daily routine. So now in 2022, with my new goals that I've created, check out the last video on how to create new goals for 2022. I took the goals that I created and the actionable items that I created to make a new 2022 daily routine for myself that I feel like is very productive, very efficient for me personally, and maybe you can implement some of the things that I do throughout the day. So I know everybody's schedule is different. Everybody has, different problems and different jobs or different activities that they're doing on their own. So maybe my schedule may not exactly fit your lifestyle or the things that you do throughout the day, but you can implement some of the things that I do and just change the times around throughout your day to fit more towards your day. I'm currently in school right now, finishing up my last semester in college, and most of my schedule, my classes, I only have about 5 classes throughout the week, and usually they're in the afternoon, so a lot of my morning is free, so I can wake up a little bit later throughout the week and still get a lot of the things that I need to get done. So to start off the schedule, I start my day at 8 in the morning. Now, most people usually start work or have class early in the morning at 8 a.m. so you may need to wake up earlier, but one rule of thumb is just to wake up at least by 8 a.m. or before, because you need to take full advantage of your morning when things are a little less hectic than the afternoon and the evening. And everybody only has 24 hours in the day, and if you account for 8 hours of sleep, that's 16, 3 hours for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and everything else, then that really only leaves you with about 12 hours, and if you have a job, that's even less. So waking up early and taking advantage of the morning is very important to gain some more hours back for yourself and for your goals. So after my alarm goes off at 8 o'clock, I usually try to jump out of bed as soon as possible. Now, lingering in bed and snoozing your alarm and letting it go off multiple times, it allows your body and your mind to give you excuses on why you should stay in bed, why you shouldn't get up. I learned to just hop out of the bed as soon as my alarm goes off, so it doesn't give me a chance to give myself excuses to stay in bed. Now, as soon as I get up, I usually say a prayer in the morning. If you're not religious, I would still recommend giving gratitude for being able to wake up for the day. It puts you in a positive mindset for the day. It really aligns you with your emotions and your gratitude towards the day, because when you start your day being thankful, then you're more likely to have a more positive mood throughout the day. So as soon as I wake up, fix my bed in the morning, and this is good because starting your day off with a win, which could be as little as fixing your bed every morning, is what's going to set you up for success for the rest of the day, because it gives you the momentum. Feels good when you come back home after a long day to a made bed, and just having the willpower and creating that routine, the small daily habits and wins that you do every day to create momentum for the rest of the day. Do the normal things, go into the bathroom, brush my teeth, floss, and I splash cold water on my face. I don't really wash my face yet, but I do splash cold water on my face just to, get me energized. The cold water is gonna shock the body a little bit and get you started for the day. So after that, around like 8:15 to 8:30, then I do a morning stretch. Being in bed for 6 to 8 hours really stiffens up your body, and especially if you work out the day before, you feel really sore in the morning. So just a good daily stretch in the morning will help get your body going, get your mind going, and feel more relaxed and ready to tackle the day. And after that, I have made the goal to drink a lot more water, because people in general general don't drink enough water throughout the day. People are very dehydrated throughout the day. Your body is pretty much all water, about say like 70% water. So having a lot of water throughout the day and drinking enough water is very important. Fill up my water bottle to about 16 ounces, and my goal for the day is to drink about 4 liters of water a day, which is about 135 ounces of water a day. So sipping water throughout the day as I go through my day, so I'm staying hydrated and staying focused throughout the day. So that brings me to about around 9 in the morning is when I start my readings. Now, before we start on the reading, when you wake up in the morning, don't check your phone, don't go on your phone, because just how staying in bed makes you want to keep sleeping, checking your phone in the morning is going to make you lazy, it's going to waste time for your day, and we're already programmed to be on our phones all day. So you're most energized in the morning. You should utilize this energy in a productive way, and the way that I do that is by reading. So around 9 in the morning, I take out the book that I'm reading for the day. The book that I was reading now that I just finished was The Compound Effect. It was a really good book. I'm gonna probably make a video on that soon. And I read for an hour or so from about 9 in the morning to about 10. When I usually work and read and do anything productive, I usually like to use the Pomodoro technique, which is 25 minutes of work and then 5-minute break. So I utilize this to also stack my meditation on to my reading. So I would read for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. That puts me at 30 minutes. So around 9:30, I start to meditate. Now, I just started this year, 2022, meditate for about 5 minutes a day, starting off small, nothing major. And what I do to meditate is literally I just sit in the dark and I just focus on my breathing for 5 minutes, try to clear my mind and just be able to sit in silence, because nowadays society is always on the move. We always have technology and it's hard for people to just sit in a room by themselves and do nothing. So for 5 minutes, I just focus on my breathing, which is like my break from my reading, and I just meditate for the 5 minutes. And after that is when I finished reading the rest of the book for the remainder of the 30 minutes in the morning. Then I take notes on what I read throughout the book, so when I'm making a video, I can look back on the notes, or when I just want to look back on what I've read or remember what I've read, taking notes on the book after I read it is good for me, and it could also help you. So after I finish taking the notes on my book, that puts me around like 10:30, and that's when I do my journal for the day. So that's another routine that I started in 2022 is journaling. Men, minority men, and just everybody in general should be more in tune with their emotions and with how they're feeling for the day. Usually we suppress our emotions and don't really talk about them, but it's important that we stay aligned and write down how we're feeling for the day to not keep things bottled up. So for about 5 to 10 minutes, I'll journal, and it'll be a quick journal. I use the app A1, which I found on the App Store. It's free. It's just a daily journal app where you can journal each day. It'll record it, tell you what streak you're on for journals, show you your previous journals, and you can look back, like say a year later, at your journals and see how you were feeling. And it's a good way to keep track of your emotions. So do a quick journal, just type down how I'm feeling. And also a part of this is my gratitude for the day. So in my prayer, I give gratitude. Anything that I'm thankful for, I just write it down. People usually do a lot more complaining and don't realize like all the things that they're blessed with and all the things that they have around them. So, you know, being grateful and showing gratitude throughout the day, I think is good. And just to keep yourself aligned and keep yourself grounded in the things that you have already accomplished and which you're blessed to have already. I also use this app called Habit that basically I use it to track all of my habits and goals for the year. So as I'm doing these things, as I'm drinking water, as I'm journaling, as I do my meditation, as I read my book, I'm going into the app and I'm checking it off, basically the list, and we'll keep it as a widget on my iPad on the homepage so I can see it and it reminds me to, you know, do my goals. Tracking your goals is probably one of the best things that you can do to not only stay consistent with them, but also to look back and see how consistent you are throughout the year with your goals. So this usually puts me around 10:30ish, and is when I make breakfast. And usually my breakfast consists of, you know, eggs, some sort of protein, bacon, and carbs, whether that's oatmeal, pancakes, or something, and some type of fruit for, you know, the vitamins, and something healthy in the morning to keep your energy going throughout the day. So when I recorded this video, I had French toast sticks, eggs, bacon, and some fruit and a smoothie. So, you know, having breakfast is very important, keeps the energy up throughout the day, and it keeps you going and focused throughout the day. So after breakfast, that usually puts me around 11:30 to 12 in the afternoon, and one of my personal goals is to learn and become fluent again in Spanish. So for those who know me, I am half Dominican. My mother is from the Dominican Republic and her family. My mother is fluent in Spanish. She taught us Spanish when we were younger, and we learned, but we kind of lost it because we spoke more English in the house than we did Spanish. So one of my goals is to become fluent again in Spanish. And so around 11:30 to 12 is when I do an hour of vocabulary and an hour of reading in Spanish. So I use Anki, and I downloaded 2 pre-made decks from like their website about Spanish vocab and Spanish sentences, and I run through that. That takes me about 10 to 15 minutes, and then for the rest of the hour for vocab, I just run through Duolingo and use that for my vocabulary. And then after that, so around 1 o'clock, then I do my Spanish reading for the day. I downloaded this book called Spanish Short Stories, so I read that Spanish book for about an hour, and that, you know, helps me improve my Spanish. So after that 2 hours, that usually puts me around about 2 o'clock to 2:30-ish. And that's when I finally take my first shower and do my skincare. Now, I usually shower around this time, like I said, because I have more time in the morning because I don't have class until the afternoon. So I wait to shower just to, you know, give myself more energy to keep working throughout the day, and also to stay clean. You need to shower and do a skin routine. Men especially, girls don't like bumps. You should get a skincare routine. Shout out to my girl for putting me onto the skincare. Then that puts me around 3 o'clock to about 3:30, and this is when I do some homework and do some studying for my school work. I don't have class until 4:30 on Wednesdays when I'm recording the video, so this gives me about an hour to catch up on some work and get ready for class as well. So around 4:30 I go to class, and I usually have lunch around this time. So my lunch usually consists of either the leftovers from dinner that I had last night, or maybe a sandwich or something. And, you know, keep it about the same, you know, something healthy, a carb and a protein for lunch. Keep you energized, keep you focused throughout the day. And sometimes I'll eat during class, or sometimes I'll wait till after class to eat. Go through class, take notes, making sure you're staying focused in class for all my students. So after class, around 5 to 5:30-ish is when I, you know, take a slight break. And I put break in quotation marks because this is when I, you know, watch some TV or watch some Netflix, but I watch it in Spanish. So part of my routine also is listening and watching shows in Spanish. You know, when you're learning a language, you should try to immerse yourself in that language. So right now I'm watching Casa de Papel, or Money Heist, which is, you know, a very popular show on Netflix, and I watch it in Spanish using Spanish subtitles to, you know, get my listening skills, my comprehension skills up. This is like a break for me from the day, you know, get to relax, watch some Netflix, and also learn at the same time. So around about 6 o'clock to 6:30 is when I do my workout for the day and go to the gym. So usually I would be in the gym doing weight training is what I usually do throughout the week, and I work out 3 days and I take a rest day, 3 days and then a rest day. And then usually I'll do, after like the second week, I'll do 3 days and then 2 rest days to, you know, keep your body fully rested and, you know, keep longevity, because you don't want to burn out. Rest is just as important as doing the work. So I do my workout, but because of COVID and because of the new strand, I'm unable to go to the gym right now. So I usually do a workout at home, grab some random stuff that's weights around my house, and I use them to, you know, work out. As you can see from the clips, my girlfriend came over and we did a workout. We did legs today, legs and shoulders. Make sure you're getting your workout in. Your health is very important. And like I said in my previous videos, nothing matters unless you have your health. Do my quick workout for about an hour, hour and a half. After that, that puts me at about 7 to 7:30-ish, 8 o'clock. That time is when I make dinner. Again, having a healthy dinner, something with a protein, a carb, and some vegetables. Make sure you're getting vegetables. Throughout this whole time, I've been drinking my water, drinking water throughout the day. Sometimes I'll take a break with my meals and have some juice or something like that. And also around this time is when I practice my Spanish speaking. My girlfriend is completely fluent in Spanish. She's Dominican as well. And so we practice talking with each other while we're making dinner. You know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So after that, about 9 to 9:30 is when I take another shower, wash up from the day, you know, relax, get my mind right. Do another skincare routine for my night. Make sure I wash all the dirt and the sweat and oil off my face. And then that puts me around 10 o'clock, which I usually use to plan my day for the next day. So I write down the things I need to do, check my calendar to see if I have anything coming up, anything due. And I also use that time to do some more studying and some more homework for class. And after that, about 11 o'clock is when I just chill for the rest of the day. You can take the time to do what you want. Play video games, you can watch more TV, watch more Netflix, just chill in bed, getting ready for bed, and and just, giving yourself kind of a reward for all the hard work that you did throughout the day. And I usually try to get in bed and go to sleep around 12 o'clock and give myself about 6 to 8 hours of sleep for the next day to wake up early again at 8 a.m. And also, this is about the time that I finish all my goals for the day, so I check everything off on that app that I mentioned earlier, and then I just go to sleep and get ready to do everything over again. So anything that deals with daily routines, all it has to do with time and consistency, just doing the same things every day until they become automatic, and then you can try new things and add them to your habits and use those, level up yourself and your self-improvement even more. So this concludes, my day for now. Obviously this is gonna change when I graduate from college, when I start my master's program, when I start a new job later in life. Like I said, not everybody's routine is the same as mine. Not everybody has the luxury of not having really much to do in the morning or not having to work throughout the day. So you may have to wake up earlier, 5 a.m., 5:30. So you should tweak this schedule and add some of these things that fits your schedule. The most important thing is just to stay consistent and to make sure that you're doing something every day, at least 1 or 3 things to that contributes towards your goals personally. You shouldn't just work for other people like your job or for school, but you should also focus on doing things for yourself throughout the day as well. So I hope you guys were able to take something from that and implement it into your own routine, or be inspired to do some of the things that I do, and track your habits throughout the day and take the steps necessary towards your goals. If you haven't already, check out my last video on setting goals for 2022. Stay tuned for my next video where I'm gonna talk about the things that you should do with your money starting for the new year. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Let me know your routine if you created one already, or what you plan to do with the information that you learned from this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.